Am I the a-hole for banning my stepdaughter's husband from my house for ruining my daughter's proposal? My son-in-law Jerry, stepdaughter's husband, claims to be a jokester. He makes fun of every situation and always taunts and teases. He used to be funny, but now he's just parroting internet memes and cliché jokes, making everyone around him uncomfortable. He and my younger daughter, 22, always in disagreement. She thinks he's not funny and he thinks she's unbearable. My daughter's fiancé said he wanted us to help him set up a surprise proposal after dinner, so everyone gathered at our house and my daughter had no idea, as well as my stepdaughter and Jerry. We had my daughter put a blindfold on and walked her into the living room where her fiancé was getting ready to propose. Jerry saw this and said, "What? Ha ha ha, daughter, you people serious? Oh my god, ha ha ha." Everyone was looking at him with question marks over their heads. My stepdaughter said nothing. He kept laughing and I told him to knock it off as I helped my daughter walk into the room. Once my daughter was seated, Jerry started making comments as the event progressed. Her fiancé pulled out the ring box. Jerry said, "No, man, go find another pond. Fish ain't good here." Fiancé got on one knee in front of my daughter and opened the box. Jerry said, "Damn, that looks expensive. How much did you spend on that, you fool?" I was fuming and my daughter was clearly so upset. Fiancé proposed and my daughter removed her blindfold. Jerry kept talking over her when she said "I do," saying, "Don't do this to yourself, you're too young to be dealing with this dude, run." I shouted, "Shut the hell up." He stopped and said he was just joking. I said he was being a disrespectful jerk to ruin the event with his jokes. Then talked about how mean and nasty his jokes were and told him it was better if he shut up. Stepdaughter said it was no big deal when I offered that he leave. She swore he was just messing around and creating playful atmosphere, but I took it seriously. But he essentially ruined my daughter's proposal. I told them I no longer want him to come over after this. He walked out, but my stepdaughter started crying to her dad, calling me callous, and claimed I was favoring my bio daughter and this was an excuse to ban her from her dad's house. My husband said I overreacted and shouldn't have banned him from the house, knowing this is how he is, and I gained nothing by this except straining my relationship with my stepdaughter. But I called him unfair to see how my daughter was treated and still sided the others. Was I the a-hole? Did I handle this wrong? Am I the a-hole for wanting my girlfriend to wear adult diapers? I'm a 26 male, my girlfriend, 23, of 3 years has shown some changes in her bodily functions. At least once a week she wets the bed. It all started a few months ago. I used to wake up in the middle of the night, help her clean herself up, strip the bed and lay down towels to absorb what was left, but I don't anymore. It started happening more and more frequently. Well, this fine morning I wake 2 hours before I need to the warm wet embrace that is her wetting the bed in her sleep again. I scoot closer to the edge of the bed on my side and I wake her, let her know she just wet the bed again, and roll over to go back to sleep. She notices and starts scooting over towards me. I told her no, she needs to stay on her side of the bed. She got upset that I wanted her to stay in her urine and got up, went to the restroom, came back about 10 minutes later and threw a towel over it all and got back in bed. So now today, I told her I believe it's due to her alcohol consumption right before bed, but she refused to give up the bottle. She says this should be a judgment-free zone and if she wants to drink in her own home at night she should be allowed to do so. I told her the drinking is fine but to just lower the amount. I wasn't trying to ban her from alcohol, but this phrasing now makes me think I should? Like she might have a slight addiction. Anyways, I suggested next then we either get bed pads for her to lay on at night or adult diapers for her to wear to bed, or maybe even to both. She's a heavy wetter. She wouldn't have to wear them during the day obviously, just going to bed at night. She said that it's too embarrassing to even be asked to wear them and that it's out of the question, and stormed out of the room. I can tell she's upset with me over it all, but I'm tired of waking up covered in pee. I'm upset too and I feels she's not trying to do anything to fix her bladder problems. So Reddit, I ask you, am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for telling a friend I don't care about her concern regarding my age gap relationship? Okay, so I 27 male, met and started dating my fiancé 34 male when I was 19 and he was 26 and moved in when I was 21 and he was 28. We recently got engaged, yay. I'm aware that many age gap relationships don't work and I'm not defending the idea in general, but for us it's never been a problem. There were a couple of comments made when we first got together, but because people around us knew us and saw that the relationship was not affecting either of us negatively, they stopped pretty quickly. Since we've lived together, we've moved several times for my career and therefore made new friends, but at that point the gap was less noticeable and we never got into the specific dates of when we got together. Honestly, I had completely forgotten anyone might care until we told people we're planning to get married in 2 years on our 10th anniversary and a few new friends did the math. Mostly it's been pretty easy to brush off. The conversation goes wow, so you were only 19 when you guys got together, huh? Me, yup, insert change of subject, and then they take the hint that it's not open for discussion. I'd once to outright tell me that I was groomed, but I shut that down. Then she started sending me links to advice posts about relationships with similar gaps where the older partner is being abusive, and trying to talk to me about them. Finally this week I got sick of it and confronted her. At first she claimed she just happened to see it and think of me, and that my defensiveness was itself indicative of an issue, but I pointed out that she's never sent me links to any kind of advice posts before, and the posts she sends are always the same premise. She then switched to saying that she wouldn't have so many links to send me if there weren't so frequently problems in relationships like mine. I was pretty irritated at this point, and snapped that, as far as I could see, the problem in her articles was not the partner being older, but rather them being controlling, abusive or a man-child, whereas my fiancé is none of those. We've always been financially independent of each other, we both pull our weight emotionally and practically, and he's always been super supportive of anything I wanted to do as far as work, friends, hobbies, etc. She admitted she doesn't know my fiancé that well, but said developing a relationship with a teenager when you're mid-20s is just not normal. I said I frankly didn't care about normal, my fiancé is my favorite person in the world and our relationship makes me happy, and I expect my friends to respect that. She was hurt and called me an asshole for throwing her genuine concern for me back in her face. I was pissed and walked away, but now I feel kind of bad, especially because I know she's right about a lot of these situations. Am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for not stopping my habit of staying on my balcony late at night? Am I the a-hole for telling a friend I don't care about her concern regarding my age gap relationship? Okay, so I 27 male, met and started dating my fiancé 34 male when I was 19 and he was 26 and moved in when I was 21 and he was 28. We recently got engaged, yay. I'm aware that many age gap relationships don't work and I'm not defending the idea in general, but for us it's never been a problem. There were a couple of comments made when we first got together, but because people around us knew us and saw that the relationship was not affecting either of us negatively, they stopped pretty quickly. Since we've lived together, we've moved several times for my career and therefore made new friends, but at that point the gap was less noticeable and we never got into the specific dates of when we got together. Honestly, I had completely forgotten anyone might care until we told people we're planning to get married in 2 years on our 10th anniversary and a few new friends did the math. Mostly it's been pretty easy to brush off. The conversation goes wow, so you were only 19 when you guys got together, huh? Me, yup, insert change of subject, and then they take the hint that it's not open for discussion.
Thank you for watching. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you.